What up, everybody? It's Maria Hidos again. Here's another Q&A for you guys. Is a question you all might have about my part-time, well, full-time job now is how much do you make at Walmart, Maria? Do you make enough to be able to pay for your flight lessons? Well, this is what this video is going to be about, okay? First of all, absolutely, I do somehow I'm able to afford my flight lessons. I make a good, well, I used to make about $370 every 2 weeks, because Walmart pays every other week. I basically used to make about around $370 for 2 weeks. So now it's probably going to be about $500, around $500 every 2 weeks. So roughly around $1,000 a month. This is just a rough estimation. I should be making. Sorry for the shakes, guys. But yeah, around $1,000 a month I should be making. Another question you guys might have is, hey Maria, how much are flight lessons? For those of you that don't know, each lesson is $200, okay, for 1 hour. Okay, you may guys think that that's, some of you may think it's really cheap. Some of you might go like, no, guys, that is very expensive, guys. Especially for a person that works at Walmart, it is very, very expensive and stuff like that. But, as long as you save your money and stuff and you don't spend it elsewhere, you can definitely make enough to be able to pay flight lessons off. All right, guys, welcome back. Personal apologies because I'm actually filming at a different angle right now. I'm currently taping out on my iPhone, so I'm sorry if the camera quality is bad. But I'm going to go ahead and try to finish this video quick. It's just a quick Q&A for you guys. I'm going to try not to block the camera. There we go. But anyways, guys, I do have other expenses besides my flight school. I have to pay off some credit cards that I still owe. I have health insurance that I'm currently paying. I have some old loans that I have to pay, and of course flight lessons. Rough estimation, we have loans that are about $115 a month. We have health insurance that's a good $280 a month. Loans I think are $114. I think I said that. Credit cards, it depends. Like, I usually pay like $100 to $200, but it all depends, So I'm still like making payments on credit cards, guys. And recently I started paying Verizon Wireless, but the biggest bill I just paid today, it was like almost $50 because I had to pay for an activation fee for this iPhone 6s. But the bill's gonna be like very, very small after today, and it's already been paid off. So I'm really excited about that. But around my bills, guys, I should be fine, as long as I got full time. Every day I'm always calculating with my iPhone. I'm always punching in random numbers because I'm really good with math. Math is my strength, guys. And so I'm always calculating to make sure, okay, with these bills, do I have enough money to be able to do flight lessons or not? If I calculate that I'd be short, if I did a $200 lesson, then obviously I wouldn't do a flight lesson, guys. It all really truly depends on finances. But I think that next week I should be able to take a flight lesson because I did a rough calculation again, and I calculated everything with the bills and everything, and I calculated that I'd have around $140 left. That including the flight lessons, all the bills paid off, $140 left as a rough estimation, including next week's paycheck. Worst case scenario. So I should have enough to do another flight lesson next week, but guess what, guys? My job was kind enough to let me start full-time earlier than the 20th. So that means next week I'm actually going to start to make full-time, and I'm really excited about this. This is a good opportunity for me, only because I want to go do flight lessons more than like once or twice a month. My goal is to do it 4 times a month. Right now it may not be possible, only because obviously I have these bills that I'm still paying, but I'm making more money and the doors are open a little bit more. So I can pay off the flight lessons, guys. But like I said, I'm very happy my job gave me full time, and this is a recommendation for any future student pilots, okay? anybody who's interested in like starting flight school and stuff and who has a low budget, here's what I would recommend for you guys. Number one, you guys should make sure that you have a, like you have a low paying job. But number one, make sure that you always have a calculator at hand, okay? I don't have an actual calculator. I haven't owned one since I was done with a community college. But you know what? A simple calculator like the one on your iPhone will work. Okay, have a piece of paper, have a pencil, and if you have all these bills like I do, write down, okay, this is how much this bill is going to be a month. This is how much this bill. Add them up, okay? Figure out that amount. Okay, you're like, okay, if I wanted to take an hour of a flight lesson before my next paycheck, add them all up and you say, okay, this is how much money is all these are gonna cost. Will I have enough, will I have enough to take these flight lessons or not? Okay, I'm taking ground school tomorrow and I figured out it's only 50 bucks. I can definitely do it, guys. Okay, so basically the key to doing successful calculations is always have a calculator. Don't try to like estimate on your own. Okay, I've started doing this method ever since I got into flight school because I'm paying my flight school out of my pocket. It is very expensive. I'm not doing any loans or anything, but so far it's working out for me. My flight instructor is really kind and he totally understands like my low budget and stuff like that. But for you guys, a calculator is a must have. So make sure you have a calculator. Definitely paper and pen and stuff like that. Now, if you have this one crazy bill like I do, where you have all these credit cards you need to pay off and stuff like that, I would pay off the credit card little by little. That doesn't affect your credit score in any way, guys. What that is you still are having good credit score. But it's just you can't pay like $800 all at once if you owe $800 to the credit card company. So definitely make slow payments. Like maybe make $100 a month. Pay the credit card company $100. If you have expensive health insurance like me, pay a little bit, okay? Little baby payments, guys, okay? If you know you can't afford the full hour of flight, like, I could afford it, but for some of you on YouTube, you may not be able to afford it. Maybe ask your flight instructor to do 45-minute flight, or maybe, I don't know, 30 for you guys. But something like that, there's a lot of opportunities, guys. Definitely look at your possibilities, okay? Look at your possibilities. Maybe a full hour flight time isn't good for you guys or something, Definitely, if you guys are just starting pilot school, definitely consult with your flight instructors. Is it possible you can do less than an hour so you don't pay $200? That's my flight school costs $200. Now for you it might be more or might be less. I don't know in the areas where you guys live in, but for my area right here it's $200 per lesson. And yeah, that's basically how I manage my finances. So basically, I make $10 an hour at Walmart. I don't make a lot of money, but I used to make $9 an hour at Walmart, and then they raised it to $10. So that's certainly really, really good news, guys. That really benefits people like me who have expenses and an expensive flight lessons. This is a really, really good benefit, and possibly in a few months, Walmart could pay me more. I heard that 11 an hour might be possible, guys. It's a very, very good possibility, and stuff like that. All right, so yeah, we'll be right back. All right, guys, last question you guys might have for this Q&A. Will you have time to study? Well, guys, I have 2 days. Wednesdays and Thursdays are my 2 days that I'm not working. Okay, of course I will go plane spot for you guys, but will it be a long plane spotting? No, because I want to come home and I want to be able to study. I mean, my instructor does assign chapters to read and stuff like that, and I want to make sure that I, try to get everything done. So that's basically my goal, is to try to get everything done on time. So when I do take ground school or when I see my flight instructor next, I'm ready, so that's basically how I do it. So, I definitely will have time, even though I'm full-time. I'm pretty sure that I'm still going to have time to manage my studying. Like my work schedule, if I work till 6 o'clock or whatever, I can still make it. I'm really good about doing my homework on time, and I still will have time to make videos for all of you, okay? So that is probably one of the easiest things. You know, at first I thought, okay, it's probably not going to work out for me. I'm probably going to be full-time. I'm not going to have time to study. But, you know, if you really look at it, you get 2 days off of work as a full-time person. You'll have more than enough time. I'll still have enough time to plane spot. I'll have enough time to do flight lessons. It's, you know, we'll still be able to do the same things. It's just, it's not going to be every day. And it is starting to get boring. I mean, like today when I went for plane spotting, it got really boring. So it's probably better that I just work, make some extra money, and still do the things I love. And that's what I recommend for you guys. Have a full-time job, okay? Do not work part-time. I used to work like 20 hours a week, making $10 an hour. Guys, that can help you pay for your lessons, but you'll get done probably in like 4 years. So that's why I asked my boss if he can change my hours to work full-time, because I really, really need to get done with piloting. I'm not in any rush, but I just, you know, I don't want to be going once a month, okay? So definitely I would recommend for you newbies out there, please, please, please try to get full-time. Don't say I'll only work 20, 25 hours a week. That is certainly not enough to cover that, okay? Piloting is a serious career and it costs lots of money, but it does pay off, okay? So, but yeah, I hope that this answered your questions, guys. So basically, Q&A answered. I make $10 an hour at Walmart, but you know what? I may be making $10 an hour, but I'm working full time. So instead of making like $300 every 2 weeks, $600 every month or whatever, I'll be making close to $1,000, maybe a little over $1,000, and that really, really is helpful for you guys. So definitely get a full-time job if you don't have a full-time job, and that's all I would pretty much recommend. If you guys would like more Q&A about what I personally recommend for first flight school students, leave a comment in this video down below if you want your questions answered. I know that this was just a short random video I decided to make out of the iPhone. But yeah, if you guys want to know what I personally recommend, I've been a student at KARR for about a month now, a little bit more. And you guys are probably wondering, you know, Maria, what do you do as a flight school student? You know, is it hard? You know, I can answer all those questions. Just leave a comment down below or drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. And I can definitely make a Q&A video with probably a better camera than just my phone. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Yes, I can still manage my finances even though I work at Walmart. And I'm just happy I landed the full-time job. I already posted the video online. And this one will be posted real soon. So hopefully this answered your questions. Sorry this was a really short Q&A video, but I kind of wanted to make it nice and short for you guys because I've got a lot of editing I need to do because I'm going to edit plane spotting video 14 already because it's on my camera and getting ready to edit. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Like I said, you want to know more about my experience as a flight school student, please drop a like on this video, comment, make sure they're nice comments, and maybe I'll make a Q&A maybe next month or something like that talking about how I feel about being a student and stuff like that. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I will see all of you in my next video. Ciao.